Grand Rising. Over the last few years, I've watched people absolutely just throw their life away for nothing. The end result was that they were in fear. And in this talk today, very powerful message, you have to realize that life is too short to be scared. We're in a very pivotal year. It's a highly energetic year. It's considered year one. And if you're able to finally drop the program, the loop, you might have come across this and you could critique your own life. That's what we do here. And you could critique where you've been scared and you avoided things. You might have self-sabotaged parts of your life. And in this message today, you have to realize it's your turn now. It's your turn now. Many people never had the programming. You had programming since childhood. You don't have any experience. And the familiar past became your everyday life. And now we take back control of our everyday lives. Realizing that life is too short. I could sit here today and, I've had a very enriched life, the journey that God has put me on, and to, see so many people that have fallen, so many people that are lost, people that I knew, people that are no longer alive with us, younger than me. It's very sad. It's as an empath, a person that has compassion, it's very sad. As I study, for so many years, and, I learn about, the stories that people have gone through and the distractions that you see yesterday's video. They're always showing up. To hear so many stories, and when you understand the psychology, the ego, and when you think about the ego doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, but in this life, and people have thrown their lives away, the ego is actually there to try to protect you. And if you have a healthy ego, that helps you avoid, literal dangers and things like that, and not, being taken advantage of. But because of the density of the world that we've lived in, people are just slammed into that ego, and they've self-sabotaged, and they literally threw their lives away. If you realize through this message that life is too short, and I see this, and you might be a person that's consciously aware, and you see the world in a post-2020 world that we're in, and people, don't you realize how I see people, and they worry about things, and that's why we even learn from our own, family. Sometimes we put things off and for another day, because we're just scared, and it never pans out, and we just wasted our lives. This deep talk today. I appreciate you clicking the like button as you come in this live stream. Tremendous podcast on YouTube Music. How you doing? So people do self-sabotage. People will self-sabotage. Like, that's why I shared the phrase, it's you. And you, the person that's getting this message, or you're awake and aware to the behaviors of other people, and it's a program of fear. I left a deep one yesterday. So many people resonated with yesterday's video. We have to go further into these things. We have compassion, But, we have to live our everyday life. So when we're in this society with a lot of people that are, scared, you might be a person and people lashed out against you. And a lot of times, if you don't fall into the mainstream society, this is enrooted programming for us back, from many generations ago. If you were out on the land as the tribe, that unit needed to all get on the same page in order to survive out there. But we're beyond that. So these are deep ancient programs. And we're not designed to live that way. So these are programs that go alongside the ego. And really what today's message, if a person listens to this whole message today and finally makes the decision, you know what, life is too short to be scared, because it's just your fear. And the fear, it's maybe not your own fear. The fear is there because you saw it on the TV. Someone put it in your head. There's people that are jealous of you, so they put fear into your thoughts. When you think about the crows are back. You hear 'em? Many people are controlled by programs. And it's not real. It's in that brain. It's not the heart. And so many people are in that fight or flight. Okay, Poppy writes, fear is a liar, right? Fear is a liar. And you have to be rational with life. We don't go skydiving without a parachute. Common sense things like that. But people will look at love right in the face, and they don't even allow it to sprout up, because they're in their brain, right? It's just the fear of the past. Maybe you want to put your work out there, and you don't do it. It comes from the fear of your previous jobs, or people that might have gaslit you. You understand about gaslighting? How many narcissists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They all use gaslighting. I'm just kidding. So, and that's why, I'm here doing this, because I remember how it is. You could be a person that goes out there on the internet, and it's a very dark place out on the internet, because a lot of people, and again, they are lashing out. There is a lot of fear, and people are in that survival mode. So we have to really, we're focusing on the root chakra. You get the beautiful reds today. That you got to rise up out of that survival mode. And when that root is healed, right? That's your grounding. I talk about grounding on this channel. A lot of people don't go grounding. I had a whole conversation with someone. Maybe they're watching this one today. And I said, it's amazing, it's not like we don't have this here. And then you see people, and the rational brain. I got to walk on a treadmill with rubber soles and calculate how many calories instead of walking out. A lot of you enjoy my beautiful videos out on the beach. I do Facebook Live out there sometimes as well. Hit me up on Facebook. All right. And, if something is right there for you, you will not be able to perceive it, because it's on a different frequency. It could be right there, but you don't pick up on it. Maybe you realize this. You lived in a certain area, and then it could be years later. Say, I didn't realize that was right there. That was 2 blocks away. I never seen it before, because it's off the radar. So to realize that it's your turn now. There's a massive shift that's happening in the world. There's something that you need to do. And it might not be so easy. And you'll feel the heart pounding, but that drive inside is never going to go away until you actually do this. You must become non-negotiable with your heart. You want your life to change today? You want this to be the year? You say to yourself, I'm done with this loop. I'm done with this nonsense. Then what you need to do, I'm giving you the directions here. You write them down. You become what's called non-negotiable with the heart. So there's things that pop up in the brain, right? But there's something that lingers, and it lingers, and you don't understand. And it's now it's ingrained in the subconscious, and that heart is jumping for it. The heart is jumping for that love, for that relationship. That heart is jumping for that job opportunity or that relocation. A lot of people relocating now. Oh, I lived here my whole life. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Lot of people, they left their relationship that wasn't serving them. Can't do it anymore. So there's all people at this moment. It's very energetic time period. Okay, this is a jumping point, Jen. Absolutely. And if you're seeing me for the first time, it's a very strong synchronicity. This is the year to do it. Like, people think that they're in a healing phase. We all go through healing phases or an observer state. Now we're actually in a creator state now. And if you don't realize this, you're still looping that same program, and you're just observing. You're observing other people. You're saying, I'm not ready. I'm so busy. It's just fear. That's all it is. And then later in life, you wake up one day and you realize, and this has happened, people have self-sabotaged their life, and they've gone way too far off track. So that's why you really got to understand this message today. They've gone they're way out of bounds. See, like, God is always course directing us. It's our job to do the course direction, not fight against it, but you can, right? So some people hear the term being obedient to God, like, doesn't mean like, there's a lot of people that don't get these things, right? It's just like, oh, there's a guy obedient, got to bow down on the floor, and he's like, he's up in the cloud, he's throwing lightning bolts at the people. Oh, you know these people like that? Okay. No, that's not what it means. So what it means is, right, you're conscious and aware, and when God shows you something, you say, oh, okay, I learned my lesson. Some people don't learn their lesson, so they go deeper, and they're stubborn. There's a deep stubbornness in people, and then it gets to the point that it almost becomes impossible to undo it. And then there are things that you can't undo in this lifetime. So those that are tuned in for a while, and you might be new, this is this life that we're in right now. We're living through a great change in the history of humanity for the world. It's never been done before. So you are actually playing a role in this, and you play the role by you actually becoming the embodiment of and actually living your actual life, and you became the change that the world is now becoming. And you have to become non-negotiable. And this is the key to realizing that it's your turn now. Hit the like button and write it in the comments. It's my turn now. So you might have the programming in the background that other people gave you. That's not selfishness, because then when is it going to be? And that's why, and this I teach people on this channel. You could click subscribe. I think it's down there. Okay, you click subscribe. You have to break that cycle, otherwise you will never. There's got to be a time. So we go into a seasons. So there's got to be the time where you armor up. We're all armoring up in the now moment, where we armor up, and it's my turn now. And then you're in the embodiment of it. It's my turn now. And you have to get through this, through the skull. Let me get through your skull today. Okay. Life is too short to be scared. You know, a lot of people know what the world has gone through, and I'll continue to improve lives, never stop. But to see, you know, it is the world that we live in, and a lot of stuff happened in a post-2020 world, and, you know, I have, and I did a video on this, and, you know, it was sad. You know, I went back to my hometown, and people are gone, not moved away, gone, not alive anymore. And that's why sometimes we I'm not ready, or this and that. There's got to be something in that heart today. There's got to be something in that heart today. And when you go through that heart chakra activation, it actually opens up all the other chakras. It's not pleasant to have a full video waiting for you. You want to see what it actually looks like. Now, so it's got to course through you today, now. Soul Star Productions, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. I love you, Soul Star. Thank you for that. So you must become non-negotiable, and that's what I've done on my journey. It's a term that you really you got to learn. You got to understand that, you know, what is soul and what is ego. And when you become non-negotiable with something, right? Those are your standards and your boundaries, right? The content of character. I don't budge on things. Like, people ask me, how do you get to this stage that you're at right now? Well, the answer is, I was non-negotiable. This is where the warrior has to. This is what it is. This is how you walk your life with the armor on. There's a difference between being spiteful and non-negotiable. Non-negotiable is the soul. Non-negotiable, I won't budge. And then the spitefulness is, I won't budge when you see the answer, but there's a dissonance between the heart and the brain. So people that are you know, studying their journey, right? You understand the ascension journey, spiritual awakening. You understand this phrase, heart brain coherence. So if you're sitting there still today, and your heart is telling you, but that brain and the brain could win. I had this conversation. This is about to get real deep. Like people say love always wins. I'm sorry to tell you, no. This is deep. Love does not always win, dude. Love does not always win, girl. You're too much in your fear, and you threw your life away for nothing. You ruined your, and then years from now, I have there's a few very wonderful women that can't get over the fact that they ran away from their love years ago, and now it festers inside. I'm here to guide you on your journey. Don't get triggered. I'm trying to help you. You ran away from that man, and now you can't, because now you see all the garbage, and now you get the weak beta males. That's cool, right? My brother, I know, bro. Yeah, you had this out. You had this thought. Ah, shucks, I didn't build it. I didn't build it. I should have done it. I had to watch someone else do it. I know this is if someone has this thought, I'm changing your life with this episode today. You're sitting there, brother, and you say, I got to build, because real men are building, and you give birth to something into this world. That's how you enter. You're bringing it to the world, and you're sitting there with that idea. Okay, and this is what Nikola Tesla did. Some people know Nikola Tesla, right? I studied him. You study Tesla, You're going to be all right, kid. All right. So that's how he birthed his inventions. But the inventions come there. And a lot of people don't understand this, right? Because you're programmed by the TV, right? You got to get up today, brother. You got to get, and you got to build it in this world. You got to do it now. Like I had ideas, and I made sure that every time I have an idea, right? And to start this, we all have unique skills, but if we're too scared to start, it never happens. Love, passion. You can self-sabotage love, passion. Anything can be self-sabotage. A lot of this is coming, the rooted programs is from the fear. I appreciate that, Cliff. It's a tremendous lesson today, right? Hit that like button if you just came on. I'm so grateful for that. And I appreciate your support. It helps get this work out there, get the messages out there, Anytime it's just a modern society. I share this, I'm motivational coaching you up, leading you spiritually. A lot of people are spiritually lost, and people do lash out if they don't. It's that ego, and I get it. But that's why I stand. Doesn't mean I don't love everyone, but if you're a leader, right, you can't sit there. There she is, complaining. You're ruining your own life. Okay, let your divine masculine tell you. Let your divine and wake up today, because eventually in life, you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna realize that evolution has passed you by. She's blooming. I love the white lilies. Everyone has to have a calm nervous system. And I get when you're scared, your nervous system, okay, I'm giving you the answers right now. These are the answers. If you have to write them down, you write them down. Your nervous system, there's a job opportunity. Ooh, oh my God, there's the man of my dreams right there. Ooh. But it's, it's new. I never experienced. So your nervous system goes, danger, danger, no. That's what your nervous system is doing right now. So what I'm here to do is trigger you to get you to wake TF up and do not throw your life away. And then later, now I'm ready. Too late, kid. Too late. Got to rise up right now. What's up, Lieutenant? Good to see you. The people that have risen, this is why you got to be that warrior. You must push through the fear. I get it. You're scared. I get that you're scared. I have no regrets today. I could sit here today peaceful and calm. We have dreams and the size and all these other things. But the main, and you should watch that video, regret is worse than failure. Regret, you will live with that regret forever. Forever. And if you could honestly sit down and say, I have no regrets. I'm not talking about small regrets. Little things. Like in our lives, and so God is going to give you an opportunity, and you're going to miss out on that opportunity. And that's going to be your lesson for previous things. You should watch my video on quantum events. Okay, so something maybe negative happens, and it's actually not a negative thing. It was a very small lesson, because later on, or you're dealing with something that's actually more important. And if you realize and you felt that regret, It's going to fester inside, and then you are going to make a better decision. People must wake, or you don't have to wake up. You'll just later in life, at the end of this year, you'll be looking around and people have done whatever they had to do, and opportunities will pass you by, and evolution will pass you by. Life is too short to be scared. You must get that through your head today. I've watched this, like the things that I say. Do you know, like it's for a person that is compassionate and empath. You know how much trauma I have? I literally watch people, and I say, and that's, people like me, like you get aggravated. So many, quality men that I know, and you felt how dense this world is, right? And you have to put more armor on and more armor on. And you're watching this, and you're watching opportunity. You watch people like it's like watching the car wreck in slow motion. I appreciate all the beautiful comments. You're literally and you're watching it. And there's nothing you could do. There's nothing that you could do to save her, bro. I know a lot of guys are like me, and you're gonna learn this. And 80-20, the law of 80-20, a lot of this is especially like, the masculine does want to implement the hero archetype, right? The feminine, your nervous system, right? So let me tell you, fellas and ladies, you better listen up, okay? I'm telling you, there's nothing that if she can't wake TF up, you can't rescue her, bro. She will absolutely eviscerate her own life. Someone hit the like button. Someone hit the like button so people hear this. You're going to see it. There's nothing you could do. Nothing. You want to write a comment about this? People have to wake up to this. If you're a divine feminine, going on her journey, starting to wake up, you got to understand this at a deep level. It's the deep truths. Okay, chat's blowing up with truth right now. You can't be scared. You can't be scared. This is real talk. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate everyone. This like today, I'm sitting here and I'm doing what I had to get to this place, right? And we have the powerful podcast, the world famous videos, right? All these things. And I said, how am I going to get from A to B? You don't go from A to B. No. Oh, I'm just going to go from no. But it's right. No. No. You got to go. You got to go to D, then E, then back to C, then to H, and then to B. What? I'm telling you, you're going to go through it, and it's scary. If you're the divine masculine, so that will be more scary for you because that's a feminine thing. All the quantum chaos. You watch my full video on quantum chaos. Oh, baby. And I struggle with it, but I learn to accept it. And I accept. That's why when I say you have to let go and let God, you got to let go and let God, because I want to get from A to B. But you have to go. But I thought no, it's actually better if you go this way. But I got to go that way. And when you are going with the flow, and this is how you actually manifest in quantum shift, right? You watch my full playlist on manifestation, inner child. You knew this, like I knew since a child, right? Hold on. Hydrate. Hold on. I knew what you and listen to me, okay? I knew my living conditions. Okay, I dreamt about the palm trees as a boy. I dreamt about like this greenery that I didn't have growing up in Brooklyn. I always dreamt about it. And what is in there as an inner child, this is your soul. I used to dream about Mario Kart too. We have a tremendous chat going. Why don't you click subscribe and be part of the daily chat, 9 a.m. Eastern, and help you become the greatest version of yourself and tap into your inner child today. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh. So now I had that vision. So I knew, right? I had an idea of what a true relationship is about, right? What true love is about. I knew what all these things I knew as a kid. And people will get, that you can't live like that. Oh, you can't have a relationship right like that. You're silly for believing that. That's broken people putting that crap in your brain. You better wake up, son. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. Write it down. I hope everyone today flood this video. It's my turn now. Every comment, 1,000 comments. I'm going to check them. Mr. D's going to check. You did your homework. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. And if you this is the program. You have the program of the loop. You got to break that loop. Okay. Come here. I'll break it open for you. Come here. Let me bust you open. Right? It's my turn now. You can't be doing these things, and you'll see it. And people will they can't get out of it. Make better decisions, especially if you are a younger woman. You can't be 60 years old and still you have to work that much, and you just can't stop working, and you're that busy. It can't be. It can't be. Okay, so let me talk to the women. Let me talk to the divine feminine. It's all about your nervous system. You can't be 60 years old and still too busy to actually live life. You got it. That's not the way. You want to write a comment about that? Help everyone out. You can't be doing it. You can do it. That's why you got to get these things. You got to get it all in line. Get it all in line. You want to be spiteful? You want to run away from the divine masculine? You want to do all these things? Okay. Well, think about it. Okay. Absolutely. IQ Foundation. Probably have a high IQ. So when you are just operating out of programs, the programs that other people told, oh, you can't have a relationship. Oh, it's supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to. Who told you that? I see people talk about relationship. I'm a single man. Okay. The number one thing you have to do, you have to know what a relationship is not first. Okay. They have no clue. They have no clue, and they open their mouth, and then you see it. Oh, this is the program. It's got to be a struggle. It's got to be. No, it's not. It's supposed to be magical. It's not. If you're a divine masculine, that girl's got to inspire you to build the entire world. If it's not there, it's not there. It's the answer all the time. I'm reading the chat. Some people are on a lag. That's the answer. All the time. 100% of the time. Absolutely, Melanie. And the more that you go on your journey, you're going to feel this deeper and deeper. So we're all in a stage in our life. There's no right or wrong to this. You got to realize life is too short. Nothing is guaranteed. Soul Star Productions writes, spot on. I appreciate the support from the community for this very powerful word today. Thank you. So there is fear and there is love. There is Christ and there is Antichrist. These terms, these things, is everyone has a depiction in their head of what it actually is. It's about everyday life people and the embodiment and the frequency of. And I've watched people live backwards. And it is a form of, and we're trying to wake people up. Sometimes you got to wake them up. You got to snap out of it, right? And I'm telling you, it's fear. If you can fight through the fear, and sometimes we only have to fight through the fear for a moment. That's the quantum event I talk about. It's literally the simplest things in life can be a quantum event. Simple. Cristal, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. 444. We're popping bottles, Cristal. Yeah. I got lemon water. I got the lemon water today, Cristal. Not really Cristal, but you know. I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you. I love you. So people will watch life pass away. People will pass over this video, disregard the video, disregard the year that we're in. That's cool. Everything's cool. At the end of the day, the head's got to hit the pillow at night. And when you realize this, this is where you switch your mode. You got to switch. We're switching on modes. You were running on NPC mode for years. You're able to make it through this lesson today. You switched on creator mode. And the NPC mode is the programs. You're living out of fear. Okay, anyone that missed yesterday's video, you watch it in its entirety. A lot of people say it's one of the most powerful videos I've ever put up. You got to switch that mode off. And I get it. You were given these programs. Imagine a world people are scared of sunshine. There's people that are scared of sunshine. What's up, Laura? I guess we're on a leg. I appreciate you. Yeah, we are. So you have to be a creator in action. And this message is the message to get you to that place. You love sunshine, Sylvia? And this is where, there has to be that resonance. I heard this term, years ago. Poison is attracted to poison. That's why you know them by their fruits. Where is the person's frequency? It doesn't matter what the person looks like. It doesn't matter all the subconscious programs, the limiting beliefs, so on and so forth. You no longer will be a non-playable character in this life. You're just going along. You're not actually living your life. You're living the life of fear. And if you're scared, you just wasted your life. Oh, Jenna, I love you, Jenna. It's divine timing, Jenna. I guess I popped up today. Thank you so much. Yes, everyone, please click the like button and please click subscribe just in case, because sometimes the notifications don't pop up like Jenna just wrote. So I'm so grateful if everyone does that for your Uncle Mike. I'm so grateful. I appreciate you. Yeah, Jenna, fear is false evidence appearing real. And today we got to not have fear. Today we got to go to love. And it's all about your root chakra. Embrace and embody the red today. You're safe. You're safe. Listen, you're safe. And why is this powerful? Because if your nervous system feels like you're not safe, that opportunity, that relationship, that love, that your nervous system says you're not safe. You watch my video on rebalancing the nervous system. And now you're a creator. You're not a reactor anymore. We're all safe to be seen. Absolutely, Jenna. We're all safe to be seen. um, you know, the more that you realize that it's your turn, because you don't, you just, I guarantee there's people, you have this inner chatter. The inner chatter is running in the background. Oh, it's never my turn. Oh, it's someone else. Oh, it's a, you know, and you could be an empath, and you are, you know, uh, quality character. But today you got to say, it's my turn now. It's my turn. Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. 1111. I'm so grateful for the support. Lisa writes, it's time for love. What the world needs now. Absolutely. Thank you so much. The world does need some love. Just a little bit of love. That was on a commercial once. A little bit of luck. We need a little bit of love. And you'd be surprised if you could just give a little bit of love, everything it just starts changing. I love the bird. Did you see my peacock? That was a sign. Okay, you check out you check out my my YouTube short. You can see me playing with my peacock. Okay. I couldn't believe it, and I looked it up. It's like it's like unbelievably rare to see a white peacock, and there's my white peacock right there. So sometimes in life, you got to look for. God speaks to me with the birds a lot. I figured it would be like the most extravagant bird that I've ever ever seen in my life. So you know, look for those signs at this time, and know that when you have these things that like you know what's normal in life, okay? Yeah, check it out. Yeah, you should check out. I have the reel on. I have a couple of reels with my peacock on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. Tremendous reels on Facebook. Okay. Um, that was an incredible sign, you know, and that sign could tell me it's your turn now. We have to sometimes not look at the rational numbers, the statistics, the this, the that. But when you say to yourself, I see the deeper picture, what is according to your life. It actually, you know, reminds me of a dream I had years ago. I had a dream, and I never really, you know, it was just a very random. There was a time period in my life when I opened up my third eye in the beginning, and I started to have these very vivid dreams. And I'll never forget this one dream. And it was funny because it was like a giant, you know, bird like that. And I was in a place that it was like like the sky was dark, but it was like very, you know, nicely lit, dim light, dark sky, almost like moonlight. And but you saw everything, and everything was just, it was water, and it was these deep dark green, um, like leaves, you know, the vegetation, dark green, you know, water. And all of a sudden there was like this big white bird. Like the bird was like the size of me, like it was a giant bird with these big white feathers. And the bird just like hugged me in the dream. And I think I saw another one that like flew, and it like went into like landing into the water. You hear shh, the water. And it was a very simple dream, but I never forgot that dream. And the stage, if you want to write what it means, I had to try to like break this down, you know. But it was like a moonlight, and it was like nighttime, like, you know, not bright, you know, moonlight, but it was lit even though it was dark, and it was bright green trees, and this big white bird. And now I saw that white bird. So it's wild. So not only to see a bird like that, but to see it just totally white. Okay, so I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, the messages are always there if you're conscious and aware of it, and that's why if you if you're overcome with fear, you do not pick up on the. Sorry, no. If you're overcome with fear, you don't pick up on these things. You don't pick up on them. And that's why I shared. If you didn't see and listen to my video, when it comes to being a non-playable character, there's a tremendous amount of fear that is rooted in the reticular activating system in your brain, and you can't see it. Your program, there's things that are right in front of your face. You literally will not be able to perceive it because you are programmed. You are programmed to look for the danger, to look for the fear, to look for this, to look for that. But when you're programmed for the love, that's where the magic lies. Programmed for the love. Look for the best. Yeah, we're following the breadcrumbs. Where is it leading us? Destination unknown. And when the destination is unknown, that alone is a lot of fear. I hope someone hears this message today. Life is too short to be scared. And I watched it. I watched it over the past few years. I watched people literally throw their lives away, ruin their life on purpose, self-sabotage their own life. Today, when you hear this talk, you say, it's my turn now. It's very sad, and it's sad. It's literally sad to watch, and you cannot stop their train wreck. They will wreck their lives. It is, right, Jen? Right. I know we're on a lag here a little bit. That's what there's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. And when you realize your worth and go with the flows. Today I'm staying extra hydrated. I got the lemon water today. These are practices that you do during this great shift that we're in. So if you feel like your nervous system is a little shot, you might have been tired in the last few days, because something had to change on the inside. For some reason, you're on this message today, and you could raise your hand, right? You raise your hand if you're live. You could, comment about it if you watched the replay. You were so tired and you felt weird on the inside because your nervous system must be recalibrated. Otherwise, you cannot sustain it. It will just go right away. Yeah, the afternoon naps are good. The birds are out in full effect today, so I look at that as a positive sign as well. So I appreciate you all. Let me know in the comments if you would like more deep chats like we discussed today. If the message resonates with you, grateful if you could just simply click the like button. Click subscribe if you haven't, and we do this daily, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Really watch yesterday's video in its entirety, especially if this resonated with you, because we want to move forward in life, and I hope someone hears this. There are people in this world that might have lived a totally different life if they simply knew the truth. Awareness is the precursor to change. There are so many people in this world that might have lived you might have went on a totally different trajectory if you simply knew the truth. And if that resonates, that's why I teach people how to get their health and wellness up. Okay, detoxification, get your spiritual senses up, get your clairs up, open your third eye. And when you do these things, then you're able to, I see everything about this person. I can see the truth about this person, this situation over here, this program over here. Get to deeper issues. So I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. Leave a comment down below and check out the videos on the channel page. They're waiting for you. I love you guys very much. Have a great day and know that it's your turn now. And bye for now.